While the 2025 Formula One grid looks mostly locked in, the driver market is quietly building toward what could be one of the biggest shakeups in F1 history. A few key 2026 decisions still hang in the balance, but make no mistake, something massive is brewing. The radical new car regulation set for 2026 could completely reshuffle the competitive order, and several top drivers' contracts are set to expire right when that happens. Add in a few legends nearing retirement, and suddenly the grid for 2026 could look unrecognizable. And these aren't just wild rumors. The stories circulating through the paddock are coming from credible sources, and if even half of them come true, Formula One could be in for a full-blown reset. So let's dive in, because the 2026 driver market is about to explode. Starting with Alpine. Their situation for 2026 seems finally settled. After a rough start to 2025, rookie Jack Doohan was replaced by Franco Colapinto after only 6 races. Colapinto also struggled early on, but his recent improvement may have convinced Alpine to keep him alongside Pierre Gasly. The team is expected to officially announce the long-awaited contract extension soon, finally giving the French outfit some much-needed stability. Sure, Colapinto can be crash-prone, and yeah, he disobeyed team orders in Austin when told not to fight Gasly, but honestly, that kind of rebellious energy is exactly what brings a grin to Flavio Briatore's face. Now let's move to the most complicated situation of all, the Red Bull family. The original plan was simple: promote Isaac Hadjar from the junior team, Racing Bulls, to Red Bull Racing alongside Max Verstappen. That would have left Yuki Tsunoda without a seat. But Tsunoda's recent performances, especially at the Mexican Grand Prix, have completely flipped the script. He was just 2/10 off Verstappen in qualifying and showed strong race pace all weekend. That's forced Red Bull to delay their decision until the Abu Dhabi finale. As Red Bull team principal Laurent Mekies put it, Yuki's making steps forward, that's exactly why we're taking a bit more time before we decide. That hesitation also comes from lessons learned earlier this year. Remember the Liam Lawson situation? Red Bull promoted him to the main team, only to demote him back to Racing Bulls just 2 races later in a direct swap with Tsunoda. It was chaos, and they don't want to repeat it. This time, Red Bull's being careful. They know one rushed call can cause a domino effect across the entire F1 grid. So here are the 2 main possibilities for 2026. If Hadjar is promoted, Tsunoda's likely out of the Red Bull system entirely, with a possible switch to IndyCar, reportedly with Dale Coyne Racing. That would open a Racing Bulls seat for rising rookie Arvid Lindblad to partner Liam Lawson. But if Tsunoda's strong run convinces Red Bull to keep him, then Hadjar would stay put, keeping the Racing Bulls lineup tight and competitive. Either way, it's going to the wire, and Yuki knows every lap from here to Abu Dhabi could decide his F1 future. But that's just the start. The decisions teams make now will define the first season of the new regulations, and that's when the real chaos begins. Take Charles Leclerc, for example. The Ferrari star signed a new deal back in January 2024, but the contract length was never revealed. Insiders believe it includes a clause that allows him to walk away after 2026. His frustration with Ferrari's inconsistency is no secret. He's already said publicly that the team's 2025 car is unpredictable and unlikely to win a race this year, not exactly the words of a driver thrilled with his situation. His manager, Nicolas Todt, is reportedly already scouting for alternatives if Ferrari's 2026 Challenger doesn't deliver. And where could Leclerc go? The most likely destination is Aston Martin, especially if Fernando Alonso retires after 2026. Alonso will be 45, and while he's still quick, retirement rumors are hard to ignore. With Honda joining Aston Martin in 2026 and design genius Adrian Newey potentially involved, Aston is gearing up for a serious championship run. For Leclerc, that could be the perfect fresh start. Another real possibility? Mercedes. If George Russell doesn't hit the performance targets in his contract, that second seat could open up, and Mercedes would love to bring in a proven race winner like Leclerc for the post-Hamilton era. It fits their DNA, top drivers in top machinery. And Leclerc fits that bill perfectly. But the biggest rumor of them all? Max Verstappen to Mercedes. Yeah, that one just won't die, and it might not be as far-fetched as it sounds. Verstappen is under contract with Red Bull until 2028, but if the 2026 car regulations shake up the order and Red Bull drops off the pace while Mercedes nails the new formula, the temptation could be massive. Toto Wolff has made no secret of his admiration for Max, and the fact that Mercedes has only confirmed George Russell and rookie Andrea Kimi Antonelli for 2026 leaves the door wide open for a blockbuster signing. It would be the biggest driver transfer in modern F1 history, and absolutely possible. Verstappen has always said he'll only stay if Red Bull remains competitive, and Mercedes would move heaven and earth to sign him if the chance arises. But that also puts serious pressure on Russell. He recently confirmed that his 2027 seat isn't guaranteed. His deal includes performance clauses that depend on 2026 results. My seat for 2027 is in my hands, Russell admitted. If he delivers, he stays. If he doesn't, he could be replaced by either Verstappen or Leclerc. No pressure, right? That makes 2026 the most critical season of Russell's entire career. He's talented, yes, but he's never faced this level of internal pressure before. And the key that could unlock the entire driver market? Fernando Alonso. His Aston Martin contract runs until the end of 2026, and while the team keeps denying retirement rumors, the truth is simple: he'll be 45, and there's only so long you can keep up with the next generation. If Alonso retires, his seat instantly becomes the most desirable in Formula One, likely triggering Leclerc's move to Aston, which would open up Ferrari's top spot. And Ferrari already has their future lined up. Oliver Bearman, the 20-year-old British prodigy currently impressing at Haas, is the clear heir apparent. He's already outperforming Esteban Ocon, and his stunning fourth-place finish in Mexico showed he's more than ready. With Lewis Hamilton's contract also expiring in 2026, the timing couldn't be better for Bearman, who's already fluent in Italian and deeply connected to the Ferrari brand. As Martin Brundle said, the moment a seat opens up at Ferrari, for whatever reason, Bearman should be in it. Ferrari knows it, the paddock knows it, and the fans can feel it coming. So here's the reality: the 2026 driver market might look calm on the surface, but beneath it is pure chaos waiting to erupt. The Red Bull decision is the first domino, and once it falls, everything else will follow. One move could completely reshape the F1 grid. The new regulations will create a new pecking order, and we're about to witness one of the most unpredictable eras in Formula One history. Which transfer do you think is most likely to happen, Max to Mercedes, Leclerc to Aston, or something totally unexpected? Drop your predictions in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to F1 Grid. We're building the best new F1 community on YouTube, and we drop fresh race stories, leaks, and insights every single week. Don't miss what's next. This is just getting started.